Hey everyone, it's Kate here with One Trip Dolly, and today we're going to show you how to remove and replace this gearbox on a transaxle. So you're only going to need a couple tools. You may need a hammer, but you're definitely going to need a 5mm Allen head for this and a 6mm Allen head for this. And we're going to start by removing this motor, and then we're going to remove these axles off, and then we'll replace this gearbox and we'll bolt all this stuff back up. So y'all stay tuned. Alrighty, now that we've got all the bolts out, we're going to go ahead and pull this off. Stand that up, and then this motor just comes out like this. Now that we have our motor off, we're going to remove the 5 bolts that hold the axle on. One thing you want to keep in mind, you want to make sure you put these back in the same orientation that they were. That way your motor bolts up. So, and you'll be able to tell. It's pretty simple, but you just want to make sure that all of these two are back on the same angle. Alright, now we have all the bolts out. Alex, will you hold that side of the gearbox, and we're going to pull this axle out. So we're just going to give this a nice little pull. The axle comes out. And then now you can set these down in here. Okay, and then now we're going to get our new gearbox. And we're going to slide this back into it. So, Alex, we need to make sure this was the same position. So, as you can see, our motor was on the right side if you were standing over the top of it. So we're going to put it back in this position. Alrighty, now we've got the gearbox back in. We've got our axle put back on, and we're going to start putting our bolts back on. Like I said, we just want to make sure these are turned the same way, flat all the way across. Alright guys, now that you've got your axle put back together, you're going to want to take your red and tacky grease, and you're going to want to put about a half a can in here before you put your motor back on. Alright, now we're ready to put our motor back on now that we filled it with grease. Alright guys, I hope this tutorial was helpful. If you have any questions, reach out to me or my team, 318-523-6559.